Hello. Peace, 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 peace and blessings, everyone. How is everyone this day? This golden rising, infinite rising, rich rising, evening, wherever you are in this universe, as I always say. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, House of the Black Obsidian. I am your lovely High Priestess Oracle, Oyaje, and I am just coming here today to just do a overall collective reading. um, I can't remember which sign it was, or I want to say it might have been the fire signs, or maybe the earth signs. Nonetheless, I'll go back and look at the videos this week, but I was talking about the energy pool. I'm almost positive it was for the fire sign reading, but my energy was just really, really low. Like I was fatigued, lethargic, like sluggish, but it's like I wanted to get stuff done, but my energy was just so off. And I couldn't figure out why. And I heard spirit state, working on the back end. However, the Schumann resonance on Father's Day, um, it spiked and it did something that it hasn't ever done before. So, which brings me to the weather here lately. Um, you guys have been seeing a lot of lightning strikes, a lot of thunder, a lot of rain here in Colorado. That's what we've been dealing with. But we've also had a tornado and a few tornado warnings. So, the electromagnetic field is definitely doing something. So all I can say is just pay attention. Really time to tap into your intuition. And when you get those gut feelings, don't doubt them. The more that you doubt and go against your gut feelings, you're essentially training uh, your spirit not to, your meat suit, I guess, really not to trust your uh, inclinations from, spirit, those gut wrenching feelings. But yeah, so again, if you notice the energy pool, you're feeling a little lethargic, fatigued. It's not you personally, it's just the overall energy of what's going on right now. I also believe during that time there were some solar flares. I just haven't had a chance to really look into all of that stuff. Um, uh, I've been posting videos and getting some work done for my actual businesses. So I'm an entrepreneur, multi-business owner. So yeah, I've been working on a lot of things. So let's get on right in. So I'm going to read from the Oracle deck, my Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. And then I'm going to move on to an Orisha Tarot and then Clarify with the regular tarot deck. Okay. But in the meantime, between time, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We're going to take what resonates and leave what does not, or send it back out into the universe to then circle back around for someone who may be able to utilize the information. Okay. And I'm just going to thank Source, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, for the messages that I have for the collective that are going to come on through today. I just heard, yeah, this weather's been bipolar. Well, I mean, I would say the weather here in Colorado in general just, is always all over the place. You could have all four seasons here literally in one day, but um, I just challenge you guys to look at and research what ley lines are in your area. Those ley lines are where there's a lot of energy housed. I know here in Colorado, where our ley lines are, um, the government owns a lot of that property or that area. You can't even go into it. Uh, so, I mean, not allowed in there, and they know something, right? Um, all right. So, thank you for tuning into my channel. I am the lovely Oracle High Priestess Oya, and I am here to do a collective read, just an overall read for the energy for this time right now. Say it, like, share, subscribe, take what resonates, leave what does not, or put it back into the universe, or circle back around for someone who needs it. Okay. All right, Source, what do we have for the collective here? What does the collective need to know? Excuse me. I'll have number 7, which is the owl and the raven, yin and yang. And then we have 46, which is the Merkaba. Or Merkaba. Put some emphasis on that. This is not just anything. That is your your ship. All right. So, owl, raven, yin and yang, union of opposites. Darkness and light, yin and yang are opposites in union. Together, they represent a balanced whole, each containing a piece of the other. Owl and raven, wisdom and magic. This card suggests that a process of balancing is at work in your life. You are learning that living in opposition brings a sense of tension and dissatisfaction, and that a constructed boundaries between you and the people and circumstances in your life. This effect of separation likely has a little or nothing to do with how you wish to view your life or your purpose in it. You are asked to look at the way you are living and being designed. You are asked to look at the way you are living and begin designing ways to bring yourself into balance with your true nature. How will you look when dissatisfaction is mitigated? Will you be the same person? Movement towards balancing all areas of your life will activate, rejuvenate, and greater joy. Movement towards balance in all areas of your life will activate rejuvenation and greater joy and freedom. Acknowledge the dark aspects within the light, but truly see your light shining in the darkness. I mean, yes, balance. again, everything's not always going to be love and light and rainbows, unicorn, and sunshine. You know, that is the cycle of life. Honestly, everything that's the balance of life. You know, good. I mean, there's really in society, we're so used to comparing and polarizing and separating either this or that, good or bad, good or evil, um, north to south, east to west, when really there is no separation. It's just a different vibration. I like that. There ain't no separation, it's just a different vibration. Okay. All right, anyway. But yeah, so realize and understand that again, with the good comes the bad, with the light comes the dark, with the dark comes the light. But it's on you to balance that. Um, I hear the statement, which wolf are you going to feed, uh, the white wolf or the black wolf? Why don't you feed them both? Because guess what? They're both here for your greater good, okay? To help you grow and ascend. Not called the game of life for a reason. It's literally a game. There's levels to this shit. For every new level is a new devil. You know what I'm saying? Every time you level up, you notice there's another situation. Um, it all depends on how you're going to handle it. Do you see? Are you in tune? Are you tapped in to be able to see these things coming forth? That way, you know when you're being tested, and you know how to pass those tests, and you're actually doing the work. Okay. All right. 46. Merkaba, the star tetrahedron. This picture is a three-dimensional shape called a star tetrahedron. It joins an upward-facing tetrahedron representing male, fire, and blade, with the downward-pointing tetrahedron representing female, water, and chalice. Together, they are interlocking, interpenetrating, dynamic balance, and expanded awareness. This shape is one of the primary geometries contained in the energy field surrounding your body. When activated, it forms a time shift vessel of ascension. Mer is light, Ka, spirit, Ba, body. Union is a sacred one that responds directly to emotion. What I just heard is that is the three aspects into one. Um, the Holy Union. Um, I have this book called Sacred Relationships. Um, um, but it talks about it's a tantra book, okay, but it talks about the coming union of a male and female energy, um, or just two individuals as a whole, and interlocking, um, and not necessarily on a sexual level, just on an energetic level. And when you do that, you guys are holding space, and that holding space is that container. Um, and in that container is spirit, the most high. Okay. So that's the holy union. When you are whole and the other person is whole, you're equally yoked. Um, I mean, there's so many ways that you could tie this in, but that particular book brought a whole nother overstanding to things when it came to the union of spirits, um, and what they call the Holy Spirit, the Holy Father, the Son, the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. You know, in the Bible, it's yeah. And what we realize too is that three in the one, the Bible, it runs deeper than what the information that was actually given. Okay, so I'm not even going to get into that, but again, Mer is La, Ka is spirit, Ba is body. Union is sacred, is a sacred one that responds directly to emotion. In choosing this card, you are connected with the aspects of your being that stretch far beyond your everyday life and promise to put you in touch with your higher self and universal wisdom. You are becoming a seeker of intuitive knowledge. There is no small virtue. It may become a significant part of your life path. Sacred geometry is about shifting individual and planetary consciousness from duality consciousness to unity consciousness, which is love, compassion, and heart connection. Feel this movement towards unity and honor this journey of expansion. You may wish to learn more about activating your Merkaba fields and experience the information firsthand. Select a qualified teacher and begin exploring expanded awareness and see where you may lead. See where it may lead you. Be prepared for the adventure of a lifetime as you step into the outer limits of human potential. So I just heard do those things that you never thought that you would do. But you have that find the balance within yourself in order to do this. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of preparation in order to be able to journey within so you can journey without. The world within is the world without, the world without is the world within. Um, so this union of balance of opposites may not necessarily be with a person. This may be just you, and it is you balancing your opposites within yourself, your light and your dark, to make yourself completely whole. Until you face those shadow moments, until you face your demons, you'll never be whole. You keep running away from them. And a lot of the time, that shadow that we're running from is just ourselves. Right. I'm going to move on to the Orisha Tarot. And again, thank you for tuning in to my channel, House of Black Obsidian. I am your lovely Oracle High Priestess Oya Ajay. Like, share, subscribe, please. Take what resonates, leave what does not, or send it back out into the universe for those who may need the information. Okay, so let's circle back around. All right. Didn't even finish shuffling before the Fool card came out. Okay. So what I hear is jump all in. Um, yeah, be a fool for spirit. Jump all in. Some of those things sometimes is gonna sound crazy, but it's okay. Um, because you're tapping into the God within. I heard you have the power to create miracles. All right. So the Full card, the Queen of Discs, King of Wands, Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands, Four of Discs, the Magician, and then the Empress. Okay. Uh, full card. You have 3 major arcanas here in this deck, which is the full, which is 0. Then you have number 1, the Magician, and then you skip to 3, the Empress. I heard you tap into your Merkaba, which is going within. You're going to get the answers to be the Magician, to skip from steps from 1 straight to 3. So quantum leap, but you got to go within. Okay. Fool. 0, 0, 0. Okay. All right. Elegua is perhaps the most central spirit of the Lakumi tradition. He is one of a few who knows why you came to Earth and what you should do while you're here to fulfill that destiny. He is also tasked with the job of testing us, which he often accomplishes through various kind of tricks. Allegua allows for communication to happen on every level of creation, whether it is between the cells in your body, wires in your home, or this level of creation and other sides. When people go for divination with Oloshas, which I'm assuming is, I'm not going to assume anything. I'm just going to look it up. Okay. In the Yoruba, Oloshu, they have it translated as shopaholic, um, prostitute, sex worker. Yeah. So, Oloshu is the Yoruba word for prostitute. All right. So, now let me get this straight. Um, I- Again, going back to that book that I just told you guys about, the sacred relationship, it describes prostitute and what that word means. And back in the day, there were healers that dwelled in caves. Okay, the men would go into those caves and get healing through sexual tantric practices. Okay, so all I'm gonna say is don't y'all be knocking these hoes. Also, in the time of war, Some of the men, after they came home from war, were sent up to the mountains to go get healing from these exact women. Um, that'll be a whole nother conversation, a whole nother video about the healing practices of sexual energy, tantra, all of that good stuff. So, but anyhow, it is uh, it is Elegua shells that speak, offering guidance in starting or restarting the process of setting us on the road of fulfilling our destinies. So I'm not going to read everything because it's a lot. Um, Symbolism. Uh, African gray parrot feather symbolizes learning from our mistakes and suffering. Beaded canes with which Elegua opens and closes the past for people. 16 cowrie shells. 16 cowrie shells through which we gain wisdom and return to our path. A concrete Elegoo head, often consecrated and given to help bring Elegoo's protection and guidance into a person's life. Swirling energy showing the chaotic energy of the world that needs navigation. This card asks us to assess where we are on our path. Are we lost and wandering in the world? Have we found our destiny? Are we living it well? With with Elegua, we need to ask whether we are using the wisdom we have and are opening or in our and are open to growing beyond the childish ways in which we might still be living. What is closed might also be closed for a reason. How are you being immature? Is this a test? What would passing it look like? Are you choosing chaos? All right. And the solutions: listen to the Spirit's advice, divine before making major decisions, make offerings to open up your way. And then we have the Queen of Discs, which is the Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. Here we find a person who can bring the most subtle ideas or things into manifestation. Their combination of groundedness, patience, and intuition allows them to show others what they thought was impossible. Spirit possession is an important part of the Orisha tradition. The dancer, or Eleguan, acts as a bridge between the world and other side by allowing their body to be inhibited by an Orisha. Even though they are willing to do this work, it is not easy. The body and ego wrestle with letting go of control. Becoming a mountain, becoming a mount requires an inborn quality along with years of training. Once in possession, the Orisha communicates the reality of their presence through certain coded actions, then offer advice, chastise people, and perform healings. Symbolism: a vulture, a symbol of Oshun Ebu Kole, touches the dancers. The dancer begins to dance with the path of Oshun. taking on the vulture movements. Other spirits dance in the background. Once one Orisha comes down, the others follow. The drummers in the background play to help bring the spirit into position. This person has access to spirit, people, or things that will help them achieve anything they want. Their success looks easy to the world, but is the product of authenticity and patience. This person opens up roads for others as they go. Your status in the community is growing. Spirit has your best interest at heart. Breathe deeply and go with the flow, even when you have doubt. Check your ego, be patient, and observe protocol. So when it was describing the dancers and the drummers, and it says when one Orisha comes down, the others follow. And it spoke of Oshun. I thought of the end of Color Purple when why is her name leaving my head? But she's coming down the dirt road singing in her yellow dress. I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm literally having like a mental block. The spirit saying that's you just wanted to paint the picture. The names weren't important. Okay. All right. So moving on. King of Wands. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to go. I'm sorry, Knight of Wands. Go within in order to take that spiritual ride and that journey through the Merkaba in order to gain the clarification that you need to be able to manifest what you want. Okay. Um, it's time to travel. You can time travel. I mean, you want to go to the past, you want to go to the future, you want to go to the present time in another multiverse. Going within is going to be your key. Um, and through this, you're going to be able to overstand what you need to manifest. Okay. Knight of Wands. The person this card shows gets things done. They have clarity of focus that is sometimes off putting to others. At times, they may have a gruffness that often offends people. It comes off, or it all comes from their belief that getting things done is more important than people's feelings. All right. A priest, I'm just going to skip to the symbolism and the divining and the solutions. A priest of Ogun is loading the remains of a ceremony into the truck for disposal. A selection of places that might be marked for destinations are in the distance, the ocean, crossroads, and the woods. Garbage bags highlighting the modern verse historical relationships to waste. All right. So where are you dropping your baggage off at? Okay. In this going within, um, and in order to really come into your essence, um, and step forward, you have to drop some baggage off. Okay. Person has a great energy and focus, but others don't understand them. They are at times lacking in social grace, and in ways they may limit them. Being stronger than others is a blessing and a curse that can open up doors and bring about competition and jealousy. Traveling for work, others rely on you. Don't let them down and let them take advantage, or don't let them take advantage. Trust in your strength, but do not use it all up. Knowing the best places to go is a gift. Don't cut corners. Be polite. Do not linger in hot places, which is a street corner. Do not do things halfway. Be mindful of the law. And what I heard is not this law. Be mindful of the spiritual and universal law. Okay. That's what you need to work off of when you're trying to manifest, not this 3D. Um, because whatever you're manifesting needs to be manifested and created in the cosmos, in the astral realm, 4D, 5D plane, up there before you can bring it down to this 4D, to the 3D. Um, I heard whatever you guys are want is lingering right there in the 4D, waiting for you to do just this one last um, atonement, a balancing and raising your vibration, um, to bring whatever this is into manifestation. Okay, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a card of great emotional and spiritual depth. It is the arrival of the spirit in the world. In some decks, it can be seen as an act of connection through sacraments. It embodies some of the mysteries of how spirit matter, and life interact. No one but Olokun knows what lives at the bottom of the ocean. Mm, okay, you have this card at the ocean, and then right after that, you have the Eight of Wands, which kind of, looks like it's outer space. As above, so below. I've been saying this for over a year because, they don't know what's in the abyss. Um, and it's in one of my journals. And me and my sister were just talking about this. I said last year that you go so deep down into the ocean that you end up in space. Okay, there's portals in the ocean. We know that. I mean, kind of common sense if we think about the whole Bermuda Triangle thing. Um, but now there's more people that are kind of getting hip to that and saying the same thing. So, um, yeah. Anyhow, again, that's another conversation, another video. Olokun themselves are, in fact, an Orisha that represents mystery and power. They can bring great rewards to a person's life. However, they can also reveal deep emotional challenges that the person has been seeking to repress. All right, so in order to manifest whatever this is you need, that you are attempting to manifest, and let me take the word manifest out because manifest is Manny hand manipulation. You have your hand in it, and what you want to do is co-create with source, spirit, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides. You want to co-create, okay? It's a team effort, okay? Um, it's a team effort, but then eventually they'll tell you to back up and mind your damn business and worry about what you need to be doing here on the 3D, doing the work that's going to bring what you need into manifestation, okay? Um, this goes back to the garbage. You got to drop off some fucking baggage. Um, we want all the great things we hear might be rewards for being spiritual that will get, but often run into our shadow and baggage as soon as we're pursuing it. Boom. This card promises great things for those who stay on the path and work through what comes up. Just as Olakun can bring abundance and stability to those who need it. The symbolism anchors for faith, a mysterious figure whose face is hidden, symbolizing the mysterious nature of this energy. A ship representing the way forward and possible rewards. Uh-oh. See the little ship back here in the background. And you got the I don't know what it's called, the steering wheel for the ship navigating, steering your way. Okay. Divining. And you arrive to the treasure chest, but the question is are you going to do the work to be able to get the key to unlock it? Okay. Um, when the Ace of Cups shows up, this person is able to accomplish many things. What they need most is spiritual connection and healing. Without this, their lives will resemble the tides going in and out, but not getting anywhere. So there's nothing wrong with going with the ebb and flow, but you also want to be intentional. Set your intentions for the ebb and flow. Otherwise, you're just out there lost. I heard 10 toes down. Okay. It is tricky. It is tricky to highlight people's unconscious issues. So proceed gently. Ask questions instead of making statements. If the person does not pick up on what you're getting at, let it rest. They are not ready yet, but will return again and again until they are. Spiritual growth, prosperity from other places, old issues resurfacing, solutions. Do not be curious. Accept your limits. Make offerings at a large body of water. Act with faith. Okay, I really wouldn't say accept your limits, but accept your boundaries. Okay, because we are limitless beings. All right, going on to the Eight of Wands. All right, Eight of Wands. Energy is abundant when we are talking about the Eight of Wands. It is electric, charged, and requires harnessing to be put to use. In the Orisha's tradition, it is believed that the Ashe permeates everything. It is the primal energy that has been around since the moment of creation. Ashe. When Ashe combines with something, it becomes modified to help bring out the that thing's qualities. Stars burn in a sense because of how they manifest Ashe. Okay. Look, overall, you guys are about to manifest something good. Okay. Um, I really want to just finish reading this about Ashe. And then I'm gonna kind of press through this. Because you guys kind of get the overall picture of what needs to be done. You need to go within work, go within so you can come back without. And bring those things that you're attempting to manifest into the 3D reality. Okay. Ashe can also be thought as having a grace of a grace for something. For example, people would say, I have an Ashe for divining. It is my nature to read cards. And when I let it flow, Ashe plays a role in manifesting that skill. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay. When we put our effort into something, we are adding our ashe to it. Okay. Community ceremonies are powerful because everyone present plus their ashe into what's going on. All the energy they access combined with their skills brings a better outcome. In a sense, ashe itself is neutral until excess. It is a moral and can be applied for good or bad. What I said, okay? We can curse ourselves by speaking negatively about our value and in this way direct a destructive ashe to ourselves. So be mindful of your words. They can be a blessing or a curse. When we speak every day, we are speaking curses, okay? We are spelling. We are casting spells out into the universe. It is you and it is your choice on whether you choose to cast a spell of light or a spell of darkness, okay? Or ill will, negative intention towards yourself, people, places, or things, okay? It is a choice. Say what you mean and mean what the fuck you say, okay? And know what you're saying and be intentional about it, and be mindful, okay? Um, Telling you, like I said, the power of the tongue, right? Be a blessing or a curse. The tongue can be used to heal or kill. You can speak life or you can speak death. The choice, we have free will. Are you choosing to react with your words or respond consciously with your words? There's a whole difference, okay? Um, the central light is the flowing of creation out from the creator and part through Ashe. The rays of this energetic manifesting as Orishas in the force of nature. The earth being created by this flow and basking in it. Sorry, this is the symbolism of this card. The universe of stars showing Ashe infinite expansion. Because yes, the universe is forever expanding. There is no limit. That's why I said we are limitless. Okay, um, even the ocean is limitless. They don't know what's all up in there. Get lost up in there. Okay. All I heard was nope. If y'all ain't seen that movie, nope, y'all gotta watch it. Okay, like some old octopus looking thingy, like alien things swimming in the sky. Like the sky is water. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Divination. With this energy, we need to question how the person is putting it to work. Are they focused and aligned or hyper and unfocused? Ashe is the thing that can be dissipated and lost if it is not put to work. Where are you imparting your energy? Are you putting your time, effort, and energy into people, places, and things who are just doing nothing with it? Okay. And sucking and pulling on your energy. You have the energy for everything you're working on. The situation is overwhelming at times. If you do not know the outcome you hope for, nothing will happen. What talents do you have or need others to bring? Solutions. Make a clear path. Take time to recharge. Breathe slower. Ask the Orishas to help you harness the flow of energy. Okay. Then we got the Four of Discs. Four of Discs is going to be the Four of Pentacles, Four of Coins. All right, the Four Discs. And when I pulled up and I touched this card, and I know it's balanced because two and two, I heard I got a bunch of coconuts. What movie is that? Is it Lion King and it's Rafiki? Um, yeah. Nonetheless, balance could be a key word for this card. In its best form, everything is in place. All of the parts of life are working together to make a wonderful life. However, one piece slides out of control, then nothing works. Life is harsh. Life is a bitch, right? Symbolism. A white coconut shining on top of the tree for how high Obi climbed. A coconut opened on the ground for his remorse. Okay, backstory. Obi, the coconut, was blessed by Olafin. Okay. Um, Obi grew arrogant and began praising himself. Okay. Instead of tapping in and praising God like he should have. So Obi threw a party, invited all the Orishas. Olafin decides to come dressed as a beggar. Obi tells the Olafin, get your old begging self up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Lets his ego get the best of him. Olafin revealed himself and realizes and then the Orishas realize what happened. Obi throws himself at Olafin's mercy, but by then, it's too late. Olafin said, "I can never remove the gifts of wisdom I have given you, but from this day forward, I am removing your beauty to keep you humble. You will speak only when you are on the floor." On this day, Obi is used by casting coconut pieces on the floor for divination. Mm. So in the midst of this, please don't allow your ego to get the best of you when you start manifesting and you start seeing these things. Don't and I have a feeling you guys aren't going to do this, but don't shit on people, okay? Just because they shit on you. Even though that's not the backstory of this, but you never know who you're meeting. Some of these homeless people are angels. Some of these beggars are angels in disguise, okay? Divining, this person has everything in front of them. Their good nature has gotten them much. Their future depends on much on their character now going forward as their work. A time of growth and possibilities, a person with a lot of wisdom and skill. People clamor for your attention. Spirit is going to test you. Solutions, give to beggars, be humble, pray to the creator, honor your gifts. All right, then we have the magician. Let's work some magic. And at this point, I'm not even going to tap into the other tarot deck. I don't think I need to clarify anything. This is really pretty straightforward. The magician represents the ability to harness power and direct it to manifest a desired outcome. This card represents a kind of trickery energy that at its best manipulates people towards their destiny, and at its worst simply manipulates for its own benefit. What you gonna choose? You're gonna manipulate for the greater good. You're gonna choose to use your magic for the greater good, which is in tune gonna circle back around to you and give you blessings and abundance, or excuse me, through co-creation. Like I said earlier, are you gonna manipulate the fact and uh to benefit you, your selfish need, your own good? Okay. On a personal level, this card says we have a reason to be here, and it is our job to learn what this is and live it and to live as closely to it as we can. What's your purpose? time for you to go within, stop bullshitting, stop playing around. You're going to get your answers when you go within and take this Merkaba ride and this journey, okay, to find out your purpose. You have a sense already, but you need a little bit more clarity. So get the job done, okay? Symbolism. Shells are a symbol of one of the ways in which Orishas speak to guides. An affinity symbol is a traditional symbol of the magician's sight. Elements on the table are part of birthing something that will help guide a godchild. A crown heightening and initiatory standing of the Olusha or the priest. Okay, so there's the clarification of the word Olusha. It's Olosha, which means priest. But going back to what I said earlier about the women in the caves, they were high priestess, they were oracles, okay? This person needs to be reminded to stay focused on their destiny. They are on track, but their need to but their need or character might take them in directions that may bring more problems than they resolve. This person might be a master bullshitter who most often fools themselves. Is that why the fool card was in there? Okay. Yeah, you need to go on this journey of some deep clarity and revelation and dance your way through this ebb and flow. But you need to go deep so that you can get the clarity. Otherwise, you're fooling yourself, okay? And you're really being manipulative with how and what you're doing to manifest, okay? Instead of manifesting for the greater good. And this is coming from the ego space, not your heart space, not your soul space. So, are you doing this revelation and this co-creating to try to manifest what you need on the 4D, coming from a heart space, from your soul, or are you doing it from an ego space? If they do not keep their ego in balance, their reputation will be ruined and all will fall apart. If they are humble and honest, the world will bring them everything. Your spirit or magic, use spirit or magic to overcome obstacles. You can do anything, but don't always know which thing you should do. Do not reinvent the wheel. It is important to listen to what you see in your dreams. I said this last week. Whenever you're meditating or dreams, keep a journal and write down as much as you can recall. The secrets you think you can keep will be tomorrow's headlines. What comes, what happens, blah, 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 blah. What happens in the dark always comes to light. Okay? Listen to the divination. Be honest. Ask Elegua to guide you and then listen. Seek a wise elder. All right. And then we're going to skip on over to the Empress. Depending on who you ask, the Empress is either the fertile, nurturing, creative force of the universe or a fierce ruler. Empress can be both, hunty. We can bring the rain or we can beam the pain, whatever you want. I can bring you healing or I can fuck you up. Love or war. Which one you want? Your choice, okay? In reality, she is both depending on what she thinks you need at the given moment. Initiation in the Orisha tradition is a kind of spiritual kinship. I don't know why my ear is itching. Bonds are made in crowning someone that endure for one's entire life and beyond. The relationship between the godparent and godchild should be one of deep care and mutual responsibility. From the godparent comes guidance and spiritual aid through divination, ceremony, and counsel. From the godchild should come support for the Ho'ilas, which is houses, religious affairs, respecting their time, and honoring of obligation to the godparent. In life, many people struggle to find balance in their relationships. It is common to expect someone to fix all of your problems and be endlessly available to us, yet this is unsustainable and alienating over time. It is also easy enough to feel like we know what others should do and become very dictatorial in our advice. Both these approaches are signs of a problem with the person enacting them. Solid and lasting relationships respect the boundaries around what is and isn't possible within the connection. Having a mentor or guide is a wonderful thing. Ideally, a godparent is a person of wisdom and experience who can help shape the godchild and encourage them to become their best self. On the other side of the equation, the godchild must work to listen. Repeat that. Work to listen and understand what is being said. If they feel hurt or challenged, it is important to both look inward and bring it up with the God. Okay. Seek the solution to your own problems before you go to someone else. Okay. Go within. Again, it is important to both look inward and then bring up with the godparents so that resentment does not linger and cause a parting of ways. It is important to remember that the godchild is not this person's child. It is the responsibility of the godchild to learn and work to be autonomous. Symbolism. A caring godparent stands with their godchild who is waiting to receive a ceremony. A hen sits on its egg in the background, symbolizing the potential and hope of the future and the effort required to make it happen. Divining. When you are reading this card, you should start by determining if the person is the one nurturing or being nurtured. For those who are helping, the conversation will be about limits and guidance, getting clear about how to best help students, children, or employees find their highest potential. If the other person needing mentoring, the conversation will focus instead on respect, learning, and openness. In both cases, it is important to watch for codependency, projection, and other kinds of power dynamics that might be harmful for one or both parties involved. New opportunities, fertility and childbirth, a loving friendship or mentor appearing to help you grow, an elder who needs caring for. Solutions. Honor your agreements. Don't ask what you already know. Make offerings to Oshun and Yeminya. Yes, thank you, Oshun and Yeminya. They were all over this reading with the waters and then the dancing. Yes, feed your head. And I heard feed your spirit. Feed your head. Get help for professionalism from professionals if you need it. Okay. Um, like I said, I'm not even going to clarify with that other deck. I think this is straightforward. As above, so below, so within, so without. Um, it's calling for your balance. Okay. And the only way for you to balance is to go within. Seek your own guidance first before you seek the guidance of others, because seeking the guidance within is essentially you seeking the God within, seeking your own truth. Okay. Um, because people are going to give you their perspective and their opinion. But if you go within, you're tapping into your higher self. Your higher self, which is your God self, knows what is best for you. Okay. Again, like, share, subscribe. Okay. If this reading resonates with you in the time and the energy you're in right now, or whenever you come across this video, because guess what? We all know that time is timeless. Okay. Time is only a construct that we use here in this 3D. go within to create that balance and get the answers within yourself, to co-create uh, up in the 4D with spirits in the spiritual realm and in the cosmos to bring down what you need into this 3D. Balance your light and your dark. It is free will, free choice. Know when to use your light energy versus your dark energy. And when you're using your light and your dark energy, you are to go off the law, the universal law, the spiritual law, the law of the cosmos, not this law down here in this 3D, okay? You can speak life or death. Are you reacting or you're responding? Your karma is your reaction, and your reaction is your karma, okay? I'm sending an abundance of love and light energy out there to those who need it, okay? There's beauty in the dark, okay? Which is there's light in the dark and there's dark in the lights and there's balance, yin and yang. Alan Raven, wisdom and magic, okay? Be that magician, okay? Create what you need, create what you want. Like I said, right now is the time for co-creating and abundance. June. We just went through this new moon cycle. We're coming into a full moon in Cancer on July 3rd. There's a lot of portals and energies open right now, okay? So be mindful of what you are speaking into existence. I'm sorry, it's full moon in Capricorn. Sorry, because we just had full moon in Sagittarius, full moon in Capricorn, and new moon in Cancer for the month of July. July 3rd is full moon in Capricorn. July 17th is new moon in Cancer, okay? Be intentional, be conscious, be mindful about what you're speaking, feeling, and being out in the universe, okay? Thoughts, feelings, and actions, okay? Because the shit's boomeranging back at you with the quickness, okay? So be mindful what you put out there. But again, thank you for tuning into my channel, House of the Black Obsidian. I am your lovely host. I am the High Priestess Oracle High Priestess, Oya Ajay. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bing! So that you get notifications for when I post videos. Again, this was a collective reading for the overall energy. Sending an abundance of love and light out there to you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy your day. Ashe.